up, everybody?
This is a crew you've seen a million times before in here. It's the old usual. We got...
But before we dive into that, let's talk about Rhoback. Rhoback, it's about to be summer, and there isn't a better way to spend it than in Rhoback. You guys know how much we love Rhoback, and the only way to describe it is best fit, best feel with 4-way stretch and moisture wicking fabric. The polos are perfect for a hot summer day. They won't wrinkle while keeping you cool and feeling fresh with new designs just in time for the summer. Finally, Rhoback is getting into bottoms with new gym shorts, joggers, and everyday shorts. These are all the definition of comfort and made for activities. So whether it's a chilly summer morning or a hot day, the Rhoback bottoms are your answer. Use code YAK on Rhoback for 20% off your first purchase through the end of this week. That's 20% off all polos, hoodies, shorts, and more with code YAK.
Oh, yeah. Can't beat it.
Alrighty. How we doing, fellas?
Good, good.
Kate?
What's up, boys?
The old Yakagami, as they call it.
Yeah, we got a hell of a crew today.
Yep.
What are you guys, how are you guys beating the heat today? It's a scorcher out there.
Besides Rhoback.
I don't know if that's
scorcher.
I don't know if that's a rhetorical question, but today I decided that I'm a towel guy. I walk to work, so I'm carrying a towel with me now, a little hand towel,
idea. Like a black comedian.
Yep, like a comedian, like a king of comedy comedian.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt and a sweatshirt. That's
that's
the fit
insane.
today. Yeah, covering up.
I always feel bad for the guys who get the sweat stains. Like, a sweat stain is fine, but who get, like, the symmetrical sweat stain that looks like a Batman symbol or, that looks like something.
I just get under my
I
armpits.
think that's tough.
You get tit sweat, it's over.
Yeah, I don't think I would get that unless I was sitting down. I think that'd be pretty hard to get standing up.
That's a tough one, yeah.
Yeah. I get my armpits constantly, though, and it didn't happen until recently. Also, my back. I think my back is never dry.
Especially with
very rarely.
Backpack on makes it tough.
Backpack's tough.
Are you a hairy back guy?
No, it's just my back sweats a lot.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Kate, where are you sweating?
I'll get some.
Earmuffs under my tits, sweating under there, under my belly now. I don't sweat. Not gross.
I lay in bed and I sweat the back of the knees. Oh, it's the worst.
Oh,
Hate it.
Shins.
Yeah, I don't know about shins.
Night sweats are like a different type of sweat that is so disgusting.
Yeah,
When you wake up and you're like,
PTSD.
like
I didn't know my that's when my
Yeah.
legs sweat, and I'm like, my legs have never sweat even when I'm like running. But for some reason in the middle of the night, all of a sudden all the sweat glands in my legs decide to fire up.
It's that stress and anxiety tearing you down, brother.
Yeah.
No, I don't have any of that.
Yes, you do.
A man.
Yeah, I went to Bernardin yesterday, and it was
how's
great.
that?
And I finished every single plate that was put before me.
Well, that's not that hard. The plates are like
Small, but we
tiny.
ordered 5 desserts. Like, we ordered like extra of
shit.
everything because we had the gift card. And afterwards, I picked my son up from daycare and was at the playground. It was like 87 degrees in the hot sun with like a belly full of meats. And I got the meat sweats
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
where you I was just like, oh my, like I thought felt like I was going to die. That's probably one of the worst sweats you can have is the meat sweats.
meat sweats. I don't think I've ever had the
Yeah.
meat sweats. But I will say, after Le Bernardin, we walked back, and I was wearing like a dress shirt and a jacket and pants, and it was like 90 degrees out, and that was one of the more difficult walks.
Yeah, it was tough.
Also, I wasn't very
Tough time.
full. Like, the food there is not very filling.
I crushed everything, so I don't know. And I did have a lot of bread. We did
Bread is
not.
phenomenal.
People were asking, did we break the? And I was shocked too. One, I mentioned it to our waiter. I was like, I'm here because of this other group that came in, and he went for the bread record. And the waiter, I swear to God, his face lit up, and he was like, "Oh, I remember that day." He was like pumped about it. And then a couple the other waiters, because like 50 waiters for your table came over,
I don't
and they
like
were
that.
talking about it. Like, that's a day now in Le Bernardin history.
We had all 50 of our waiters, and they were all there for Za. Za was hogging all of them.
Oh yeah.
Za literally had a pack of 50 dudes around him the entire time.
Actually, if he was there, the one black guy, he's from Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
Oh, at the end, he came over to our
Yeah,
table.
yeah. So
There
we're
was just,
from-
well, yeah.
We're from like 30. Our families are from like, I'd say about 30 minutes to an hour away from each other.
Damn.
No way. Oh, I wish I would have known that I would have mentioned that to him. But the bread, I thought was going to be like tiny, and that's how Big Cat did it. But it wasn't.
No, Big Cat actually
like-
is honorable with it because there is like you can get like the olive bread, and that's very easy to eat. But he would mix it up. He would have the baguettes and
They
everything.
had like full size, like each bread was like a big ass. There was like
Yeah.
5 options, and they were huge. And that's when I like gained full respect for Big Cat spread accomplishment there because I like maxed out at 3.5 pieces, I think.
Yeah, you know what I say I don't like about restaurants like that, like those super fancy restaurants, is the wait staff. I feel like there's no they're always there,
Yeah, they're hovering.
constantly hovering.
I was self-conscious. Someone kept sweeping my crumbs away, and I'm
Yeah.
like a crummy lady, and it was I started picking my own crumbs and putting them on the plate before the guy could come over, and yeah. So you wouldn't understand. We're talking about fancy restaurants.
Where's everyone that matters?
I know.
I don't know. Roan's in Africa.
Group chat already asked that.
KB and Nick are filming something for their documentary, and Big Cat's in Chicago, I think.
Sounds
He said
about
he had to go to Chicago for 12 hours.
Yeah, Roan texted us about 20 minutes ago and said, I am right behind a leopard right now. And then he sent a photo, and he is indeed right behind a leopard right now.
Wow.
Out in.
Ron went to an African Applebee's, and it had like,
yeah.
ostrich, crocodile. It wasn't like chicken fingers and riblets.
That
It
was an
like,
Applebee's?
Yeah.
I saw
way.
his post about it. I assumed it was like an African restaurant.
Right.
Huh.
That's the way to do it, though. Sometimes you got to go to like a nice American, even though I guess they don't have American food there, right?
I want to know what they have on the walls. Like, is it like local sports
yeah.
teams?
What are their
like,
tchotchkes? Crocodile.
In traditional South African style.
Whoa.
Roan said crocodile wasn't good, though.
I don't think it's too chewy.
Yeah, I've never had it.
I had an
Warthog.
alligator, which was good, which I feel like they'd be similar.
Yeah, it's got to
Fried
be the
gator.
same.
I don't
That
know what the
Springbok
difference is
is-
between those two.
Oh, it's pretty gamey, I would think.
It's like an antelope.
Ah.
But he said we need to
Warthogs
do a
are
yak
nice.
while we're on a safari. He said it's the highest natural high. Would you agree?
I
Okay.
loved it. I
Yeah.
thought it was really cool.
It's very special.
Yeah.
My family, the Smokes family, kind of wants to go on an African safari. Do you think if we came to Zimbabwe, you could show us around? in, like
Yeah,
2025. My mom was like, oh, maybe, or my mom's not gonna come. My
Yeah,
dad was
if-
like,
if
maybe
you-
Zach can show us around.
Yeah, if you're dead serious, man.
He's
yeah.
very serious. He's been on one before, and
Oh, yeah,
he
you
wants
can-
to bring
can
the whole fam.
You can stay with my family, do the whole thing.
All right.
What
That's
we
awesome.
did with Donnie. and them.
2025. My cousin just had a baby, so she needs to get a little older, and then we'll be there.
Who's going in the Smokes family? You and your dad? You
No,
said
me,
your
my
mom wasn't
dad, and a
coming.
bunch of my cousins on my mom's side. They all really want to go to an African safari. I'm pretty scared. Just animals in general. I feel like I could get eaten. But I feel like it'd be a cool experience. Everybody speaks very highly of it. And if we're getting the ZA treatment,
What animal do you want to see the most?
tiger, lion.
Are tigers in Africa? I don't even think they are.
I don't know. Are they not?
Francis?
I don't think so.
I'm looking at ZA. I just
I have
defer
no
to
fucking
ZA.
they're in like Asia and Russia, like
I don't
Siberia.
think. Yeah, I think you're
Oh.
right about that.
I think
I
you
just
could see a lion.
picture-
You could see a cousin of a tiger.
Yeah, I guess lions and tigers. I figure they hang out together.
No.
Huh.
You're wrong.
All right. Well, I have to have a talking to with my father.
Yeah.
You're in for an
tiger.
experience then, Tommy. It's gonna be
Yeah.
like a whole new world.
That was your top animal. You're not gonna be able to
Top
see it.
animal.
You can see one at a zoo.
Yeah. you
Yeah, I
go
could see.
to
I don't know.
any-
What can I see on a safari that I can't?
Probably have tigers in like the Central Park Zoo.
Yeah, they have them at the Bronx Zoo. I've seen them. I saw 2 tigers fucking at the San Diego Zoo.
The big 5 are the ones you want to see.
What are they?
Okay.
The
The big 5 I think are. I think it's elephant.
Elephant.
I think
Okay.
it's
zebra.
lion. I think it's leopard. I think it's rhino.
Ooh.
And I think it might be.
Giraffe.
I
Gorilla?
don't think it's giraffe.
Really?
Because like giraffes are so plentiful.
Oh.
It's like
I could be
pigeons
wrong.
there.
Someone needs to look this
I've
up.
seen a giraffe. They have
What's
giraffes.
the one
Yeah,
remaining?
they have
You're
giraffes
almost
at the
there.
Bronx.
Gorillas?
No.
No.
Wait. It's another
Cheetah?
cat. It's a
Cheetah?
cheetah.
No,
Jaguar?
it's not a cat.
Oh, is it wildebeest?
You're getting closer. No.
Um,
Wildebeest.
kudu?
I didn't even know all these animals.
woolly
even
mammoth?
Yeah,
existed.
what are
Yeah.
these?
What?
You're making it. This is
These
Lord of the
all
Rings
buffalo.
animals.
Buffalo.
A wildebeest?
Yeah.
Oh, buffalo?
Yeah, buffalo.
Ah, fuck buffalo.
Oh, those are the 5 you want to see.
Big
Oh.
5. That's awesome. It's like the big 4 in sports.
Elephant would be cool. Rhino would be fucking nuts.
Rhino was
Oh,
awesome.
African
We saw-
buffalo
we
looks
saw
pretty
one-
badass.
What
Black rhino.
what happened to Roan is very rare. There's like professionals that go their whole entire life and don't actually get to see a leopard in the wild.
Oh, really?
That
shit.
is it's very rare.
They're very shy.
Where's
Yeah.
Roan?
They know when people are watching them and they hide.
Yeah, and then they stalk you.
I don't know. Maybe.
They do.
Why?
That's what all wild cats do.
They love a good stalk.
Where do you come with so? Well, how do you get so much conviction?
It's true. You can look it up. Especially
Sassa's
mountain
probably watched like a
lions.
7-minute, 30-second
I believe it.
video about it.
It's true.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Sass. I think
I'm on
even
board.
even domesticated quote unquote
yeah,
cats stalk
Yeah,
you.
They stalk you.
Dogs, there's so much.
Dogs
what is
try
it?
to stalk you, but they're too sloppy. With
We've domesticated the beast out of them, and
Yeah.
cats we haven't done so much with.
It's because they're so small that we don't really need to fully domesticate them.
Sass and I smoked so much weed before we started this.
I know mountain lions stalk you big time.
Mm-hmm.
They say that if you see a mountain lion, it has probably been looking at you for
Following
like
you.
3 hours before.
There's that video of like the runner that turned around and there's a mountain lion and he like,
Yeah.
had to like run at it.
Yeah.
I took balls. I could never do that. I'd just lay down.
Oh, that's insane.
Wow. We go to this tiny little zoo in North Jersey, and in the leopard hangout area, it's a leopard and a golden retriever, and they're like best buddies, and they're always snuggled up together. Che, have you seen it? Do you know what I'm talking about?
It's a cheetah.
Oh, it's a cheetah. A cheetah and a golden retriever, and they
Yeah.
live together in the same pen.
That feels like that's gonna end.
And they're like always snuggled up, and they like play together. I've seen them. They seem like good buddies.
Tragic news story.
Especially because golden
Yeah.
retrievers are like dumb. Golden retrievers probably gonna like start playing with the cheetah a little too much and
Yeah.
just die. They probably swap the golden retriever out every
They
morning.
have a new one every week. Yeah.
Pull the dead golden retriever out from the zoo. Put a new one in.
Oh. Yeah.
Francis, how was your break?
It was nice.
Went to upstate New York.
Yeah, I was up in the Hudson Valley.
Nice. You doing fishing?
No, but we went to a waterfall that you were not technically supposed to swim in, but there were lots of people swimming,
Hmm.
and just sort of ducked under the rope and hoped that the warden wouldn't come along, and he didn't. And we had a really nice time.
What does
Splashed
the
around.
warden do if he catches you?
I think he
Gives
scolds
you
you.
spankings.
Scolds you. Yeah,
Yeah.
some scolding.
Yeah. Scolding's not fun. It's not fun to get scolded. I was scolded once by a neighbor of mine because I was out by the water, and he said the harbor master doesn't like to come pick up little boys in the water at night. And I was like, I don't think I'm gonna drown in the water. I'm just hanging out here. You guys ever been scolded?
Nothing worse than getting scolded as an adult.
Scolding as an adult is mortifying.
I was mocked yesterday on the subway.
Really?
Yeah.
Do tell.
I was embarrassed though.
Yeah, it's an mortifying.
I'm
feeling.
embarrassed to tell this.
So you
story.
scolded someone, and then they were
Oh,
like,
no.
"Ugh, blah, blah, blah."
Safe space.
The subway was pulling in to the station, and a woman was standing to my left, but I wasn't paying attention to her because I was reading. And
Oh, you're one of those guys.
I was when I read, I like play with my hair, kind of.
Yeah.
You know, I just sort of like I don't know.
No, actually, I don't.
Absent-mindedly, like twirl my hair,
Mhm.
and I think I picked my nose, and then I went back to twirling my hair, and she goes, picks his nose and then puts it in his hair.
That's tough.
And
That's tough.
said that, like commentated on what had happened, and I was so startled, and then I just to try to deflect, I started laughing, like
Yeah.
mockingly at her. I went, and then she started laughing back to top me, and I go, if you think that's gross, you must not have lived here very long. And she goes, you can keep that.
Oh.
Man, what does that even mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
Miss me with
feel
that
like
bullshit?
she won, though. I feel like
It sounds like she definitely won.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, because I didn't stop thinking about what I should have said to her for a few hours.
yeah.
How was the rest of the car reacting?
Nobody else was looking at me and judging. I have seen people urinate on toddlers, on them,
Like on the internet?
on
yeah. All right, Jared.
Like,
from Subway.
Is that what you're watching?
on the subway. I once saw on a Saturday morning, there was a family sitting on one of the benches at the end, and then another guy on the opposite side, a homeless guy, and he was asleep. And then all of a sudden, he like startled awake, rushed to get his pants down, and started peeing, and it splashed onto the little girl across this.
Gotta go. You gotta go.
And I
Yeah.
said, I was referencing something like that. I was like, if you think what I've just done here is revolting,
You said this to her?
no, I didn't.
You
But
thought
that's-
about saying it.
No, I said if you think that's gross, you must not have lived here very.
Oh, okay.
And that's what I was referring to.
Yeah.
That's something that you saw on the subway that made you think, "Oh God, I need to tell this person off"?
Yeah, because there's a lot of rogue dick out there
I've
on
seen
the
some
subway. There's a
far
lot of
worse.
I haven't really seen anything crazy on the subway. I'm always seeing videos of like shootings and fights. I don't really see much.
I had a guy jerking it next to me. And I
Yes,
felt,
I'm not on the
I
sub-
felt
I'm on the subway for,
nothing
like, 10
inside. I was like, all right. I didn't even move. I was like, okay. And a guy on the bus tried touching my feet. He asked first. He said, "Can I touch your feet?" And part of me was like, should I just say yes? I don't know. And he was like, that's my thing, is like, whatever. But
Is it
that's
Jerry?
yes. Yes, it was. But I ultimately decided no. And he was fine about it. But he did ask.
I would have just assumed he had a really good reason for why he had to touch my feet and just let him probably touch my feet.
He was
Somebody
asking
asked
all
me
the women on the
subway,
bus.
He was
if
the
he could.
he was the mom in Tangled. He's like, if I touch your feet, it'll reverse my age.
Yeah.
You guys ever seen Tangled?
Yeah.
Nope. No. That's how it is.
Jerry mocked me. I was having breakfast with him, and we started talking about his work as an electrician, and because he was in the electrical union.
Yeah.
And he said that all that stuff's super easy. You can just learn it on YouTube. That's how I learned it. And I said, no way, man. That stuff's hard. And he goes, you ever have to hang a TV? And I said, no, I always hire a TaskRabbit to do that. He goes, that's easy. You got to learn how to do that. He mocked me for it.
Yeah. That is like a blue collar thing, though. You got to know how to do stuff.
He knows all of it.
Yeah.
He can build a home.
You could hang a TV.
Well, I could probably hang it, but I don't know if I could hide the wires and.
That
Right.
sounds easy as fuck.
What's like the biggest like masculine project you've tackled?
Fixing a car has got to
Used
be the most
to-
masculine thing you can do.
Yeah, that's big.
I feel special when I put windshield wiper fluid in my car
Yeah.
at the rest stop. I'm like, people are looking at me like I know my stuff.
I had a buddy in high school who would like change our oil and shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, I've always wanted to do that. I feel like it'd be a big mess.
Yeah, it probably is. And he also would I remember my AC broke and he like fixed that.
How old was this kid?
My age?
In high school?
Yeah. He just knew how to do all that shit.
The trade kids are hilarious.
Yeah, they know their shit.
They know everything.
It's a good career path. What do how long is trade school? Like 2 years?
Why are you looking at me?
I don't know. I assumed
Not
someone
knowing
would
any of that.
You know
Person
everything.
who would know.
People do love talking about that. They're like, just don't go to college and just learn a trade.
Learn a
Yeah.
trade.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a big thing out there.
Yeah, and then everyone is like, "No, I'm not gonna do that. That sounds fucking stupid." And then all those kids end up making a shit ton of money.
So much money.
Yeah.
Everyone down the
Get on to
Jersey
trade
Shore,
school.
like all the houses next to our little shack, all the mega mansions, it was all owned. They were all owned by like contractors, like
Yeah.
construction contractors, All their-
Plumbers, electricians.
plumbers, electric. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I wish I could build my own house, like out west.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there are a lot of people that do that. They
Yeah.
just build a house. They just
Jerry
extend
needs
their
a
house.
little help, but he knows what's what in building a home.
Yeah.
And therefore you don't get fucked. You don't have some guy come in and say, gutters, that'll be $30,000.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He knows.
When me and my wife were going to buy our current house we live in right now, like several years ago, I told her, I was like, should we just both quit our jobs and just like build a house? And it was declined pretty quickly, but that was a thought in my head, like, these are so expensive, let's just fucking build it.
Well, they used to sell like Sears used to sell like a kit that would get mailed to your like whatever. It'd be like 5 Connex boxes, and you and your family would assemble your house. And they're like cool ass houses.
How many people here?
I swear to God, it's like a thing.
You don't want to have a Sears house. though.
played Red Dead Redemption?
No.
No, you gotta like order a house in a catalog and they like mail it to you.
Yeah, that's what it was. You would order like a house in a
yeah, it's
catalog,
awesome.
and they were like sweet ass houses.
Is
that
it
you
those
could-
like tiny houses that are like 40 G's at like Home Depot that like can go in your backyard basically?
No, they're like whole ass houses,
Oh.
like nice ass houses.
I have a feeling this is not is that still a big thing? You just go to Home Depot and just buy a
I
house?
saw one a couple weeks ago.
Where's the house aisle?
It's like, no, it's a tiny house. Like it's a
Yeah, like a
one of these
shed.
like pretty much, but it has enough stuff where it could be a house.
And you just it's fully built and you go, I want that
Yeah.
one.
Well, I
Yep.
saw the thing
Then what, you
now.
put it in
That
your shopping
crazy.
I think it was like
Die out
44. I
real
think it was like
quick.
44K at Costco. It was a tweet that was like
Costco
going,
sells houses?
going like somewhat
Yeah.
viral like a month ago. Yeah.
You get the hot dog samples and a house. on
yeah,
your way out.
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we'll buy a house while we're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was
Needed
that other thing on our list?
shampoo,
We had the
conditioner, and a
eggs.
house. Did Costco ever sell guns? Were they one of those?
Probably in the right parts of the
Probably.
country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I know Walmart sells guns. Do they still? I don't know if they still do.
Probably.
Dick's sold guns forever. The one by my hometown sold guns forever, but I don't think they do anymore. Now they sell like BB guns and
Bought a
shit.
22 rifle from a Walmart.
Yeah.
Killed a groundhog with it.
Damn. 22 rifles are not that crazy though, right?
No.
Like basically like a pellet gun.
I could probably shoot you in the head point blank.
Yeah, and I'd just walk it off.
No.
I shot one of my first guns recently.
What'd you shoot?
I think his name was David. No, kidding.
I don't know. I didn't understand that.
I was saying I shot a person.
I laughed so politely right in his eyes.
I
and
forget. I
had no
forget what I
That in the
shot a gun on Barstool Outdoors. Forget it. Fucking,
What gun was it?
It was a legit rifle.
Like a shotgun? Or
I think it
was
might have been
like
an AR-15, to be honest.
Tommy,
boy.
did you say I shot my first gun? Its name was David?
You said his
Let's
name
move
was
past
David.
that. I
Yeah.
shot a
That's
gun.
why-
I shot an AR-15.
Were you saying that
Like I shot a
with the
person
gun you
named.
shot? Oh.
Like I shot a person.
I think we were confused.
Yeah, I said its instead of his.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because then we thought you'd named the gun.
Right.
Oh, but it
Like
still
old
wouldn't have made
Betsy.
sense even if you said his.
Well, if I said I shot a whatever. If the implication was that I shot a person.
Yeah, but we don't traffic in implication.
Yeah. No, look, I fucked that up. And now I'm gonna leave at 145.
Were you good at shooting guns, or were you kind of a pussy?
No, I really didn't feel comfortable holding it. Even I took a picture that I couldn't even
Feel you.
post because I look like if I hold the gun, I look like a school shooter. I don't
Yeah.
look like a cool hunter when I hold the gun. Like
Me and Mook
I
shot guns together. In
look like I'm
Phoenix.
heading to an
Holy
elementary
shot.
school.
And I was a natural. I had to like wrap my
You were-
arms
no, y-
around Mook and show him how to hold the gun and
You
stuff.
were too
like
good.
a boyfriend teaching a girl how to play pool.
You were too good with that gun.
Here's how it
I
would
was
have worked.
awesome with it.
I shot a gun recently. What'd you shoot? His name was David.
Right.
Yeah,
was
but that wouldn't
not
make
what
sense
was
because no one would
asked?
ask, "What did you shoot?"
What, I
If
thought
we were
somebody
wondering what
asked
type of
that.
gun he had shot.
Oh yes.
What did you shoot? Somebody asked, "What did you shoot?"
No,
at?
I don't think anyone did, which is why you wanted that.
Yeah, maybe I
Either
wanted
way.
that. I thought I could have sworn somebody said, "What did you shoot?"
Maybe we'll have to run that back.
Right,
'cause
we'll run it
Let's
back.
let's let that.
Yeah, let's breeze over that one.
That's best.
I'm having a hard time moving on.
Yeah.
You shoot guns? Have you ever shot guns, Francis?
Yes.
What kinds?
Lots.
Lots?
What'd you shoot?
What's the biggest one you ever shot?
I load. No, we were at the Nashville Armory,
Okay.
and we shot a fully automatic. I think it was a fully automatic Uzi.
Oh.
Just
All right.
that
There's
kinda thing.
bachelor parties you can go on in Texas on ranches where they're like, come on down. We got a 50 cal hooked to the roof of the Jeep.
Yep.
Yeah,
You
Billy
guys,
shot an
blast-
RPG in some country.
Yeah.
He shot it into a cow.
Yeah,
He said it was really devastating.
Cambodia.
The cow
You do that.
exploded into a billion pieces.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
You can
Yes, Billy
shoot
football.
cows in Cambodia and Laos, I think.
Spend like $500, they'll let you shoot a rocket launcher.
Into a cow.
And a cow, and a real one just walking around.
Yeah.
We're overpopulated.
Yeah, there's a lot of cows.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cows out there.
I love cows. I'm a big cow guy.
Mm.
Love eating them too, though.
Mm.
Not the Highland cows, though. Those ones are too cute to eat.
The real fuzzy ones.
The real fuzzy ones, yeah. I saw a picture of a really cute Highland cow, and then all the comments were talking about how cute it was. And then this one dude commented and said, "Let me find this."
Oh, this is good.
It is.
This is
Hey, he said,
first.
"Looks like future steak on my plate." And then everyone was commenting and be like, "I hope you're fucking kidding." And then he said, "Oh yeah, my grill is just getting ready right now," with a fire emoji.
Oh,
And people were so mad at him.
Jesus.
But I was cracking up. I liked the comment. Also, the picture was fake. It was an AI cow.
Yeah.
They're AI-ing cows now.
It's
Make them,
AI
even,
shit.
make them
Wow.
cuter than they already are.
Mm.
Anyone else? Anyone else have anything
I,
to
I
say?
said
Covered
I said I
supplies.
tried to. I said "Psh, this AI shit. Psh."
Yeah, that's not going to be
Wanted
enough,
to-
though. That's not
well,
going
that
to
was
cut it.
let somebody else take the ball.
Give me anything to talk about.
This AI shit. Oh, I tell you, something like that, and then somebody would have picked up on that and been like, "Oh, a story they recently had."
No, my dad lost his job to AI. the other day.
exactly.
AI is not going to be anything, so we don't have to worry about that. Anyone else?
I feel like that we're always afraid of technology. Like back when the radio was coming out, everyone's like, "It's the devil. The radio waves are gonna ruin us all."
Yeah.
And then it was fine. And then whenever TV came out, they said the same thing. And It's fine.
I'm not
Granted,
worried about
he
AI
wasn't
because
those
AI
summer
can never
jobs.
do what I'm doing right now.
Right.
And AI can never produce the magic that I'm
You
producing.
can't capture lightning in a bottle.
No, AI can never
come up
talk
with that
about.
I
AI
shot
can
David
never.
joke.
Yeah, no. Love to see ChatGPT just attempt to come up with a joke of that caliber.
Have you ever asked ChatGPT to write a joke?
No.
They're pretty bad, but they're getting. I use ChatGPT almost exclusively to ask things about myself. I say, "Who is Tommy Smokes?" And I say, "Tell me a story about Tommy." It's fun. It really. I think because I'm a narcissist, but I like to hear stories.
Does it
about
know who
myself.
you are?
Kind of.
Tommy,
Getting better.
can you tell us about Frankie's wedding?
Yeah, it was lovely.
I want to hear about it.
It was just a very good Long Island wedding. Great cocktail hour, a lot of great shrimp.
How many guests? Was it like a massive? Was it on a golf course?
I don't. It was on Bethpage Golf Course.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I don't. If I had to guess, maybe 200, 250 guests.
Wow,
Okay.
Damn,
that's
it's a big wedding.
Yes.
Yeah, big wedding. A lot of people from the office there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Saw
Yeah.
that.
Jesus, you didn't get invited? I thought you and Frankie were friends.
I didn't get invited, and do you know why?
Why?
I think it's because the 3 years that I spent being fired was lost bonding time that Frankie and I would have used to solidify the sort of friendship one needs to get an invite to the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you were on pace.
I was in a good spot.
Right.
You think his wife was like, wait, is that the guy that wrote about fucking you? Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe not him.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
loved
probably.
it. But yeah, I truly think that if I had not been fired, I would have been at that wedding.
Did you say anything to him to be like, oh, when's that wedding? To poke at an invite?
I had a pretty good idea that it was coming. But he was pretty vague about it.
Right.
Kind of made me think that maybe I was like a round two.
Like a surprise
Yeah.
guest.
We're waiting on.
Yeah, from what I heard, he
Canceled or
never
couldn't
even
make
mentioned
it.
your name.
We're waiting on some cancellations, and maybe I'm on the bubble, that kind of a thing.
I had asked him multiple times who from the office is invited. Truly never heard your name once. Is even
Tommy, you got to get fucking married. That your whole
Consideration.
crew's fucking married. How does that feel?
my whole crew else in my crew's
Like everyone that you got hired with, they're all like engaged and
Money
married.
Balls is married.
To the game.
The game, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think I need to get married yet.
Like you and Trent, you're just on the outskirts.
I mean, me and Trent, we're fucking dogs. We're fucking
No,
wild
you're not.
boys. We can't be tamed.
You get no puss.
Please.
0.
Sass, were you here for the summer of
Summer
22?
of Tommy, yeah.
Wait, are you wearing the super long chain right now?
I am, yeah.
Speaking of,
Yeah,
what's
that's
the
fucking
explanation behind
insane.
it?
It's just the length of the chain my aunt and uncle bought for me. Got it for me when I
Just a long
graduated
chain.
high school, and I only take it off. Speaking of, for sexual intercourse, because otherwise it will.
I was gonna
hit the
say that's
girl
a
in the face.
dangler. That's a real in your face.
Never been a chain guy. Never really understood them. What is the significance of that? Is it a religious one?
Yeah, it's got a Saint Mary on it.
You're
I
a
mean,
big
I'm not
religious guy?
I mean, it's Saint M. I feel
Like
like
every single dude is wearing like Jesus chains, and none of them are religious.
I feel like a lot of like Italian guys where it's like a horn kind of deal.
Yeah,
you're talking
yeah,
about?
that's,
What is that?
it's
I want to snatch all of
it's
those
a-
chains.
It's for a
throw them
specific
away.
place in Italy.
Okay.
With a T. I forget. I'm gonna lose my Italian card for not knowing this.
Oh.
But you were Jewish.
Everyone thinks I'm Jewish.
Oh,
You know I'm Italian. You knew that.
didn't.
Everyone knows that.
Frankie's wedding was good. Did anybody get like too drunk? Did anybody like?
Yeah. What was the? Who was
No,
the woat? Who was the woat of the wedding?
Islanders
The woat and the
started to
goat.
rip my shirt off. Apparently that's a thing at the wedding. They're the Islanders. They rip everybody's dress shirts off and lose the buttons. Yeah, but I had just bought that shirt from Men's Warehouse for $59.99 about 5 days prior, and I was not ready to give up that shirt. So I said, I'll just unbutton it for you. Just let me go in the corner, unbutton this for you, and we could tell everyone
Yeah.
you ripped it off, but I don't want to lose any of my buttons. And yeah.
So
Wait,
you
do they put the hand in the pocket and rip it?
I think they start from the top, middle, and then they just rip it across. I mean, if those were rented tuxedos, my God, I don't know how that's going to work.
yeah.
But they'll probably have paying a fine.
But the Islanders were
As
mingled.
long as the
with
boys got to
everybody.
Rough House. As long as the boys got to Rough House. I'm sure they had a good time.
I saw Mr. Borelli was lifted up in the air live. band.
Nobody had a video of it, but his and like when the mom and dad of the groom come out, like the introduction, he had like a little pizza dough in his hand that he was spinning up.
Oh.
In the air.
Oh,
Great.
cool. By the way, wedding tip to anyone: the groom lift and the bride lift, and the father of the groom, whatever, fathers, mothers if they want, is a really fun thing. I would highly recommend, if anyone is attending a wedding, whether they want it or not, pick them up, toss them up a bunch of times. You got to do that. It's the electric moment of the wedding, I think.
Try that this weekend. I'm going to a wedding this weekend. I'm in it, and I can't wait. Just go to the mom and start trying to lift her.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, let's do this.
Yeah,
lift
by
the
yourself.
mom. Just
yeah.
try and lift
but-
the mom.
So I'm in this wedding, and the person that I matched with on the bride's side, she was like, "I'm so excited to do an entrance.
Ugh.
Ooh.
I am dreading this wedding. What is like the
What?
most basic entrance I can do to still get away with it?"
You could do you could chug a drink. Everyone loves that. Oh my god, he's drinking. Oh my god, he's fucking drinking. That's awesome. That's like a
Okay.
big thing.
All right, that's
People go-
easy.
People go crazy for people
Yeah.
drinking. Oh my god, he's drinking that beer. It's like people think it's like the coolest thing ever.
And then when I finish, I'm like, I work for Barstool.
yeah.
Sounds
Right,
awesome.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
Feel better now.
Some real goofballs wheel themselves in on the bellhop cart.
Is
They
this
come
like a thing? Like there's
wailing
an
in.
entrance?
Some weddings have like everyone
Oh, yeah.
top each other.
I hate it. Why would I did nothing. Why would I walk into the room and be like, "Hey, everyone, look at me.
Yeah.
I'm friends with this guy."
You got to show off.
I've seen the wheelbarrow where the girl holds the guy by the feet and he like comes in on his hands.
That's
I've
not
seen
happening.
The Willy
I'm not doing
Wonka
that.
flip. I've seen some.
I do that.
I'm going to my first wedding in 2 weekends.
You've never been to a wedding.
Never been
That's
like
pathetic.
as an adult. All my friends are
That's
just
kind of pathetic.
I've never been to a wedding either.
yeah.
That's
Fuck you,
pathetic.
Tommy.
What?
I don't know anyone
How
that's
have you
gotten
guys
married.
never been to weddings?
I feel like
Ever.
Tommy,
My
you're like,
generation
how old are
got
you, Tommy?
married young and
37?
27.
Yeah, you're old as
Been
shit.
to 11 weddings, but I'd been by the
bag.
time I was your age,
11?
I'd been to 5, 6 weddings.
Tommy, we're from an older generation that believes in love. And
yeah.
these kids are just
Yeah.
swiping Tinder looking for.
How would I
who's-
know any? I don't. None of my
Your-
friends
your-
are getting
I don't know, an
married.
aunt, an uncle, a cousin ever got married when you were a kid?
I have no. All my cousins are my age.
Yeah.
He's a lot younger.
Still, I had been to 5, 6 weddings by the time I was
I
22.
might have been as well.
Yeah.
You've been to 6 weddings by the time you were 22.
Yeah, I just wrote down a list actually the other day of all the
That's
weddings.
so insane. That is something that you would do though. Try and like brag about how many weddings.
I knew
much-
just in case this moment
How
came.
much money you have to spend to go to weddings.
First time this list
Weddings
has
I've
seen
been
action.
to. Yeah, so by the time I was 22, I had been to 6 weddings.
Tommy,
I mean, that's really weird that you know that.
That's very weird.
Yeah.
based on your friendship with Frankie, what is the monetary value of the gift you intend to give?
I just wrote him a check.
How much?
How much?
Yeah, how
I
much?
don't know. Should I say?
Yes.
Yes.
Gave him $300.
It's good.
Oh,
Wow, that's good. That's very good.
That's a nice gift.
broke as hell.
That's nice.
300.
That's
well
a
done.
solid gift.
That's a good number.
That's great. Yeah.
That is nothing, Tommy. After all Frankie's
Frank, I
done
don't know if
for
you
you.
opened it yet, but that's what you got. I got a check for $300.
How much do you think Dave gave him?
I don't know.
You gave him like a.
Let me tell you,
Imagine more than 300.
the
it was like
$300
$150.
check makes the $200 check look pathetic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Agreed.
300
I
is
mean,
kind
even
of a
some people go
power.
250, and I say, you know what?
250's all right.
It's fine. It's not
Fine.
300.
300 is beefy.
Yeah.
That's a beefy.
Is it?
check. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would go like 1,000 at least.
You wouldn't.
I would.
You just said broke as hell when
Yeah.
Tommy said he gave $300.
Yeah, that's why I would do $1,000.
There's no way you would.
Oh,
And Tommy's broke as hell.
how many weddings are you? Well, you've never been to one.
I'm the first one I go to. I'll probably do anywhere between 1 and 10,000.
Yeah.
I want to be the big baller. I want to be the one that everyone's like, "Holy shit, you can't give me this," and I'll be like, "Come on, man." I'm
Everybody
gonna give
gets
it
the
to you.
same thank you note, pal.
Not if you give $10,000. You don't.
Yeah,
get
pretty
a
sure they're going
much
to write you
bigger,
a nice
much
thank
more
you note
intimate
that
thank
is
you note.
one of the 200 they write, and by which point their hands are tired and they've run out of ideas.
Thank you notes are a little. We got to get rid of that. We gotta
I-
stop doing that.
Every like baby shower, bridal shower, wedding gift I give, I include on the note, do not send me a thank you note. That's also part of the gift. Like,
Yeah.
you do not have to thank me for this because it's such a pain in the ass.
It's a good idea.
I like to send back your welcome notes after I get a thank you note. You're
Yeah,
welcome.
and then
Never-ending
keep it going
cycle.
forever
Yeah.
and ever.
This wedding is going to break me financially, though. Gift.
Isn't it like a
suit.
destinational wedding?
No, I had a destination wedding and it got canceled a month before.
Oh yeah,
Pulled
yeah.
it off.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Where was that wedding?
Somewhere like Rosemary Beach, Florida.
Oh, that's a destination wedding?
I guess.
Going to Florida?
I don't know.
Yeah.
They're all from
Broke
Philly.
ass.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't even call California a destination wedding, and I don't think I'm being.
That is a destination wedding.
I don't think I'm being an idiot here.
I
You
had
have
a
to fly. If everyone from the area has to fly to a different state, that's a destination
But
wedding.
everybody invited theoretically is coming from a different place.
No, I'm sure most of the people were from where
Okay,
you
so
live.
Philly,
Different situation. Sure.
Yeah.
I had a cousin get married down the Jersey Shore in the fall, and we're all instead of our usual family Philly wedding, and everyone was like, "Oh, what?" So they rented like beach houses and everyone stayed and made it. It was like an hour away, and they like made it a destination.
Everyone's
wedding.
like bawling out at
Yeah.
motels and shit.
Yeah, it's very
What
exciting.
did that say? Can you pull that up again?
It said it's a location away from your hometown.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm wrong. But boy, I would say that we live in New York. Couple in New York decides to get married in like Boston. I don't know. To me, that's not.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like New York's different though. I feel like Philly, like everyone that lives in Philly is from Philly.
Yeah.
Like a large amount of people. When everyone from New York, none of us are from New York.
Yeah, it's all transplants.
I am.
The Long Islanders.
No, you're not.
But wait, they called the wedding. Was it like a dramatic thing, or was it like just like a?
Oh, it was dramatic. They
Quiet.
already had the bachelor party.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
was
He
a
said,
big-
didn't you drop like 2 racks on the bachelor party?
I can't even get into it.
Oh.
Literally.
But now he's marrying someone else?
No,
Yeah.
they just called it off.
Where was?
Uh,
where was
What
the
wedding are you
bachelor
going?
party?
This is a separate wedding.
Oh, okay.
Where was the bachelor party?
Miami.
Oh, you spent $2,000 on that?
I can't talk about it. I'm literally, I'm applying
Key
to
lap dances.
applying to like apartments in Chicago right now, and I'm just like looking at my bank statements, having to submit it, and I'm just like, I need that $2,000 back.
Yeah.
Oh God.
It's brutal.
Yeah.
That's devastating.
But the wedding next weekend,
Was it at least fun? Was the bachelor party fun?
yeah, it was fun.
Oh, okay.
It was a good time.
How many
Hey.
people were there?
Memory.
Like 12.
Oh.
Does anyone know televisions? Speaking of money,
Yeah, what about it?
what should I spend on a TV these days?
They're so cheap.
Nothing.
I just got mine. Mine's 50 inches. It was like probably $300.
Okay.
Even that is almost high. I think you get one for like 200.
I'm looking at I want a 65-incher.
Probably like 600,
Okay.
500,
It's the
600.
first thing you're gonna watch on.
I mean, you could get one for like 200.
I don't know.
You excited about sports? You just excited about football?
I think actually, yeah.
Yeah.
That is what I'm excited about.
Sports just look so much better when.
Love watching
Yeah.
sports.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah,
You
but
chugging beer.
Totally.
just like the $300 to the $200, I think we have room for a 75-incher,
Mm.
and my wife said no.
Ah,
But I think the difference between 75 inches and 65 inches is pretty.
It's huge.
inches.
Yeah, it's massive.
Especially because they don't measure it. You know, they don't measure it from length. They
It's
measure it,
diagonal. But I think
Diagonal.
the difference between like 55
Everyone
and
knows
65 is whatever. But I think going from 65 to 75 is
How big's this
really
one?
substantial.
For like how big's this?
It's got to be a
guess
Hyundai.
that's about a 46.
One behind Sass,
I don't think that's a
probably
Hyundai.
Is that a
65.
Hyundai?
Oh, so 10
that's
more
not a
inches than
Hyundai.
this.
I think
would be
that's a
like-
65er. I don't think that's a 70.
That's not a 65. That's
Probably
say
6'5".
50
that might be 65.
55 to 46.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with 65 on that
Put
one.
a
I think it's a
6'5" piece
65.
on
Do we
that
have
one.
a measuring tape measure?
I'm going 90.
You definitely don't need to
Yeah.
get the measuring
90.
tape to
Going
measure
90.
I don't
the
know.
TV.
We got nothing
There's
else
no
to
way
talk
that's
about. You're doing a
True.
terrible
Boy.
job as Big Cat. We miss him.
I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna
I'll throw a
Decline the
7.2. I'll throw a
measuring tape.
7.2 on
I'm
that.
putting an end to that. Get the 75 for sure.
I want the 75, but she's worried it will dominate the room.
You know what? I didn't realize how big a 75 or like a 65-inch TV was, and I wanted to get a TV that day. I was in my apartment. I was like, I want a TV now. So I was gonna go to Best Buy and get a TV, and they were like, oh, you can do curbside pickup and get a 65-inch TV. And then I didn't get it, and I ended up just Amazon ordering a 50-inch TV, and that came. And I struggled to bring it up to my apartment, which is on the second floor. And I was like, I'm so fucking happy I did not walk to Best Buy to carry home a 65-inch TV
Yeah.
in like the massive box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't even get that in like an Uber.
No, I don't know what I would have done. It would have been more. I would have just been standing outside of Best Buy for like an hour trying to figure out what to do.
You got to go big on the TV though.
I think so.
Bigger the
right?
better. Yeah.
I got like one that size and I got one that size.
Gaming TV.
That's my gaming TV, and that's my big TV.
Yeah. Francis, what should I gift my boy though? He's like a friend
For what? For
How
what?
close
for
are you
his
guys?
wedding. We're like
This is
not that close.
This is not the wedding that
Separate wedding.
was canceled. It's the one you went to the bachelor party for.
Did not go to this bachelor party.
This is the third wedding.
Second.
Second.
Well, first.
First,
ask?
I'm going to be attending. Second wedding that I'm invited to.
Are they already pretty well off?
They are
Or are they?
doing very well.
Did you go to
Okay,
the
then I
bachelor
wouldn't
party
go
for this
crazy.
wedding?
No.
Oh,
It was another Miami bachelor party, and I was like, I can't put out $2,000 and risk this.
yeah. So, I don't know. I think you 150.
I was gonna say 150.
That's what I had in my head.
Yeah,
I'd
150.
say 150
Yeah.
is very generous.
Yeah,
If, you
so
don't know,
that's
if you
like-
don't know him that well,
Even
About
if you
half of what I
like-
gave Frankie.
yeah.
We grew up together, but we don't stay in
about
touch.
half.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
I think
more
based
than
on,
not in the wedding.
I think he
Yeah.
probably knows you. That's a lot for you.
Okay.
I think, and that's all that matters, right? Like, he's not gonna say, "Well, wow, Mook just bought a boat and he only gave us 150
Yeah.
bucks."
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, Mook's not doing well and shelled out 150.
Mook
It's a big
couldn't
deal.
come
Yeah.
to my
Yeah.
bachelor party for financial reasons. This $150 probably hurt him.
Yeah, it's gonna stay.
Isn't Miami like one of the most expensive cities to like?
I
get
would
out
think
in
that
the
is more a
culture?
bachelorette party place than bachelor party place.
Yeah, Miami is such a feminine city.
Yeah, the betas. I would go to I don't know where my bachelor party would be. Probably.
I think I'd do Vegas, just classic.
I would want
Oh.
to go somewhere like in the woods, like outdoors.
I think I could see that for you. Telluride.
Oh, yeah, you're an outdoorsy
Yeah,
guy.
I've been to Telluride. Telluride's nice. The oxygen there kind of fucks with me though.
I was just in a bachelor party, and we went to the NFL draft. This kid was like a huge like NFL scout dude. Would always like do little scout cards for NFL players back in high school.
Che?
And it was honestly, Che and my friend would talk for days about scouting stuff. But it was awesome going to the NFL draft. That was pretty fun. I had no expectations, but it was cool. We saw Fall Out Boy. Fall Out Boy did a concert.
Oh shit! Fall Out
It
Boy's
was a
great.
little something for everybody there.
I've been to several NFL drafts. For that as your bachelor party, stinks.
No.
That's awful.
I mean, I'm sure that's not the whole bachelor party.
Yeah, no.
It's
We
probably
did other stuff, but
Did
it
you
was,
guys
it was
go to every day? All 3
the
days?
first round, and then like
Okay.
Yeah.
round 2 and 3 we kind of like walked through, but we did other stuff.
I mean, that's the
Okay.
first night, though. A
Dude,
lot of
we were-
bachelor
yeah.
parties don't even start on the
Yeah.
Thursday night, so it's
Okay.
a bonus.
All right, I got a question.
Wait, hold on. Let me do this ad first.
Fine.
Let's talk about High Noon. High Noon. If you are a tequila lover who was never satisfied with malt hard seltzer offerings, you are going to love the new High Noon Tequila Seltzer, premium hard seltzer. Clean finish because it's made with real Blanco tequila and real juice. Only 100 calories, gluten-free, and no added sugars. High Noon Tequila Seltzer is available nationwide in 4 bright, crisp flavors: strawberry, lime, grapefruit, and passion fruit. I love all of those flavors, especially the strawberry. High Noon Tequila Seltzer is awesome outdoors, especially at the pool, lake, beach, golf, and tailgating. It's the perfect drink for the summer. I added that in. Little ad lib. Call to act. Oh,
King
never
of
mind. I
ads.
didn't read that part. Look for them on Grisly or at your local convenience or liquor store, or visit highnoonspirits.com to find it near you. Go get yourself some High Noons, and summer's coming to an end fast. I'll be the first to say it, so don't forget to enjoy your summer.
Oh,
don't
yeah.
think-
I have
I
to
don't
go
know
do the
about
rundown.
high
Should I send
noons.
somebody else in?
No.
No, we
Don't send anybody else in?
got a good
Well,
vibe.
honestly, we're getting rid of some dead weight now, which is
All
a
right,
good thing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Last thing we need is more of that.
Go try that David joke on the fucking
Yeah.
Yeah.
See
See
how
if it
that one
lands.
does.
I actually caught the joke. I liked it.
I hated it.
I liked it.
Hated everything about it.
I like knew where
we
he
all
was going.
knew. We all knew what he was
right
trying
there.
to do,
Yeah.
but it was
Yeah.
so clunky. It was so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I think we were all just like, all right, let's just sweep that under the rug and move on. But we-
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
Tommy. That's the essence of Tommy.
Probably
which
like
I
when
enjoy.
your 3-year-old brings you a picture and says, "Look what I drew for you," and you're like, "Oh," and you have to decipher a little bit
Yeah.
because you don't want to hurt their feelings.
We're still proud of them.
It's you.
Yeah.
That blob is you.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, an orca whale.
Yeah.
Ooh. But here's my question that I wanted to ask. So, let's say that you have a group of, 7 or 8 to 10 very, very close friends, all of whom are the same age. And one after another, you guys get into your 30s and everyone gets married. And the first people have these really big bachelor parties, big weddings, and you kind of go all out, right? Because you have the energy. But as you kind of continue through the group, your energy recedes, and by the wedding 7 and 8, it's a chore.
It's like
It's a chore.
Groundhog's Day a little.
The only
yeah.
reason you even go is because they're a very close friend. What person in a group of that size do you think would any of you say that they shouldn't even have a bachelor party anymore.
Probably never.
Does everyone deserve a bachelor
Yes.
party?
Yeah, then it's
everyone
unfair to
should
that
have
guy.
I don't know. I didn't have one.
Because it gets harder too once people start having kids
I
and all
know.
that shit. It gets harder and
That
harder
is
and
a
harder.
insane
Because I
take.
didn't want to. I didn't want to.
You don't want to burden people. Do
Burden
you
my
regret it?
No.
No.
Is every one of them like in Vegas or like the same location? Because like
They're
generally
all-
you're gonna get some Vegas, some like Miami, some Nashville, some like
They all require
Caribbean.
a flight, let's say, or a hotel room and a long weekend.
But
I
you
like
sh-
seeing my friends, so I would be fine with everyone having a bachelor
Yeah.
party.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an excuse to go hang out with like your old friends.
I think I don't even want your opinion because you are too young, and I
I
don't
would be
mean that-
pissed if all of my friends had a bachelor party, and then when my bachelor party came around, they were like, "We don't think you get one.
It wouldn't say that. It wouldn't
We're a little
say
burned
that.
out.
We already
dude.
did all of
Yeah.
ours. We don't really want to do yours."
I think what happened was in my friend group, one of my friends didn't have one, and I think part of the reason was that he was having a wedding that was it was in Italy, and he was like, I don't want to ask everyone to travel twice for me. And then once he set that tone, and then by that point, a couple of the guys from the early side had kids. There was an implication that,
They sound not fun.
Yeah.
well,
Sounds like you're
and
rolling
had
with
kids
a
and
whack.
then
the early bachelor parties were nuts.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, and then you just lose steam.
No.
Shay, back me up.
I
here.
doubt
Am
it.
I wrong about-
yeah, I mean, I understand like
I've
the
rolled with
moment
your
that
crew
you're in,
before.
but like I'm also on the. How old are you?
34.
Okay, so
You
I'm
do feel a little
37,
worse
but now
about
I'm,
party
like-
drugs once you have kids.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
you
was
refound it.
in the like territory where it's like it kind of loses some of its luster, but now I'm like, damn, if
But that's because
Frankie Borelli invited me to his bachelor party, I'm like, yeah, let's fucking go wherever you want.
I think that's because you don't have the
Che,
density.
when the sales team has like a going out party, Che comes in wearing a tight V-neck T-shirt and like cowboy boots.
I think
Talking to the wrong guy.
I think it's a density thing then, because you're not facing the same density now, and you have, as they said, now you look forward to seeing your friends again.
Yeah.
'Cause it's not like 3 bachelor parties in a summer.
There
and
is a
4
there is a
weddings.
point where it loses its luster, but you never like don't. If it's a good friend, like I would never not go. It's
you
always gonna be
always
fun.
go. You
Yeah.
always go. But before you go, for some of them, you're like, man, do I really want to go to Charleston? Do I really want to go to Nashville for the 4th time and do the fucking honky tonk bullshit?
All they do is kind of like sometimes, you know how like New Year's Eve, at least when I was younger, it would get like built up as this crazy party night, and beforehand the expectations would be so high for whatever crazy plan you made, like for a fancy party, or you'd pay like $200 for whatever, and then it never kind of lived up to it, and so it was always kind of a disappointing night. And I feel like certain bachelorette parties that I've gone to that have like been the most expensive, most planned out ones were the least fun, kind of. And the most fun ones I've had have just been like down the Jersey Shore, like
Totally.
super low key, not crazy dressed up, not a ton of money, just getting hammered with your buddies.
I feel like it would be pretty
that's
tough
like
for me. I mean, I only have like
is all I need. Like
I feel like I probably have like
Yeah.
6 people that I would go to that I would be even considered to go to their bachelor parties, and all of them, I think it would be like I mean, me and my buddies went to Iceland, and we didn't at night. There's nothing to do, and it was like the most fun part of the entire trip. We just got hammered,
Yeah.
and sat at a table and played cards.
That goes
I think it'd be
hand in
pretty hard
hand-
for me to not have fun.
That goes hand in hand with like a night out. The best nights out are just out of spur of the
random.
moment.
Yeah. Sometimes I think the more money and the more planning, like the more pressure to have a good, and like all you need to do is get hammered.
Yeah, I think it is the tricky
Sounds like you
part.
guys aren't drinking enough, because
Yeah, I
when you
think
have
you're not
enough
doing
beers,
enough
it's pretty hard to
drugs, I
not have
think.
fun.
It's a good time. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
who you calling?
Francis, I've gone out with you. We're one beer, and you're like, I'm fucking exhausted.
Oh, says the guy who, when I
I
said
gotta
we're
go
gonna play
home.
pool, whoever loses the game has to take a shot, and you were like,
Well, that doesn't.
"Oh."
That's not fair, because I lose every game. When I lose, it was like 2 p.m.
Yeah, but I was taking him with you.
Is Francis trying to take advantage
He was
of
trying to
it?
take
No.
advantage of me.
I was
I had
taking him
2
with him.
shots and 3 beers in my system by 3 p.m. on a Friday, and I had shows that night. That's
I think
fair.
I did too, right?
No.
Didn't
Or no,
have
actually,
shows?
I don't think either of us did.
Also, I don't think it was 3 p.m. I think it was 5.
And then I was out until 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Because you got me riled up. You know, once you get that engine started, it's not going off.
I like to go
Till it
early and
forcefully
often.
has to.
Early and hard, and then I like to be in bed at a good time.
Yeah, that's the opposite of me. I like to go early and then be in bed when the sun is out.
Francis, did COVID play a factor in your friend group? Because in mine, once we canceled one of the bachelor parties, the first bachelor party because of COVID reasons, the next two just became so much easier to cancel.
I think you're spot on.
Yeah.
I think there was an absolute. It was so tough to plan travel.
Yeah.
In that time, and that's exactly where certainly like the first half of all my friends' weddings were.
Yeah.
Like 2020 to 2022, and it was just like, well, we can't. How can we ask people to set aside weekends when who knows if there's going to be a third wave and all this bullshit? People are getting COVID.
Friends-wise, since COVID, I've had two, and those two we just haven't done any bachelor parties. But before that, we will go to Vegas. We're doing it all.
Here's a fun one. So one of my buddies who didn't have a bachelor party, his wife told him that she would like honor the bachelor party for any point in their marriage, and he's thinking of saving it for like when he's 50, and that will all go to his bachelor party when he's.
Oh, that's a
50.
great.
I don't hate that.
Which would be
I like
kind of
saving
fun.
it for
Yeah.
That's a big waste because when you're turning 50, you can already do that. Like you can plan a huge blowout.
Oh, not as a 50th birthday necessarily. Like I'm 43, guys. I really need a fucking. Let's go blow up in Vegas. Everybody up for it? Holy shit, we haven't done this in 20 years.
And I think
Okay.
it's easier for the guys to sell to their families if they're like, it's this belated
Yeah.
bachelor party. We gotta
Exactly.
go. We gotta.
It's not a bachelor party. That's a midlife crisis.
Yeah. I feel like that would be way harder to get people to go on.
It could be.
Rather than like, hey, I'm getting married. Be like, hey, guys, I hate my life. I want to go black out in Vegas this weekend.
I
It's like,
really
cool with you
need
guys.
this. Yeah.
This would be like, fuck no, dude. I have
My-
kids.
My wife went on a belated bachelorette party like a few months ago from
Really?
like a COVID wedding. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet there's a lot of that happening now.
Belated bachelor party sounds wild.
Yeah,
COVID
we
makes-
we went
makes
to their
sense.
wedding like a year or two ago.
It's probably just like getting fucked up. It's probably not really like
Yeah.
a special.
Yeah.
I feel like there's like the idea of like you're getting married.
And you don't have to worry about messing up so bad at the bachelorette party that you ruin the upcoming wedding because you're already married. He's already stuck.
Yep.
You can really let loose. I like that. Good time.
I don't. To your point, Hairball. I don't know that the bachelor parties I've been on have been a major celebration of
Life.
groom's pending wedding. It's not like we're so proud of you for settling down,
I don't know. I've never been on a bachelor party.
Mark.
Yeah.
Good for you, buddy. You found the right one.
That's more of a bachelorette.
It's like me
party
and my
thing,
crew.
I
Me and my crew are a little more tight knit than you and your crew.
I think it sounds like you guys are a bunch of fucking losers.
No, me and my fellas, we
You
ride.
guys
for
get
each other.
like pictures of the bride, and you're like, all
Hell
right,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
what would you do to her if you were here right
Is that what you think we do?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of what he's thinking of. He's all about the whole marriage.
Sass. Oh, so do you support a stripper at a bachelor party?
I don't know. I've never been to a bachelor party, but yeah, probably if I have enough beers.
Your bachelor party is gonna be like 6 dudes in a basement playing COD in the same lobby.
Probably, yeah, that would be awesome. That's like the highlight of my life was playing gun game, Black Ops 2.
Oh yeah.
My friend's attic, every single day.
Split screen.
All of high
Someone's
school.
always cheating.
Yeah, someone was always cheating.
Always.
I know my one buddy was always screen peeking.
I think you're gonna come around on this.
Maybe. But right now, it's like I've never been on a bachelor party, and the idea of going somewhere where it's like you have to get fucked up sounds awesome.
Yeah,
Because right now, it's I never have to get fucked up, and then I do, and then I wake up with intense guilt.
but you're gonna have. I think you'll have like a lot of years where we're gonna go somewhere and get fucked up is happening not for bachelor parties, but just like share houses and weekends and like.
Yeah,
That
but
kinda
even
stuff.
then, it's not as much of like a requirement to get fucked up.
Mm.
You know, like you have to get fucked up on a bachelor party. I feel like, unless you're sober,
Mm.
unless you're a raging pussy.
You trying to get fucked up this weekend in Huntsville, Alabama?
No, I'm not gonna drink in Huntsville.
Nope, going sober.
Heard
Already
that.
decided, yeah.
I've heard that song and dance before.
Yep.
No, I didn't drink at all in
In
Ontario.
Ontario.
Didn't even have one drink.
Damn. I was Ontario.
Nightmare.
Oh,
No, it was fine. It was like it was.
There's
it was-
nothing there.
It was me performing in front of like 150 Mexican bikers.
Yeah. yeah.
Like,
Wait,
dudes
why?
with like massive handlebar mustaches.
Did they have their
Arm
like
sleeves.
Grubhub bags still on the bike? or-
No, there was actually the shows were all pretty good. Huntsville will probably be pretty similar.
Yeah, I think Huntsville's gonna be fun. Apparently, it's like an up and coming city.
I doubt that.
did Brandon Walker tell you that? No, it's up and
Don't do
coming.
that.
No, I'm sure Huntsville will be fine. It's this weekend. But then after that, I got a bunch of good weekends, so I'm fine with that. Got a bunch of fucking.
This is Ontario, California, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it until I saw you were going there. What's
It's a
it
strip
by?
mall.
It's just
Yeah,
one
yeah.
big strip mall. There's 2 strip malls, and you pretty much just go back and forth between the 2
Yeah.
the
That's
whole time.
that's where the shit's happening in Ontario.
No one lives there either.
Some of those California towns are bleak.
Yeah, it was pretty
in the-
depressing. It was
in the
hot as
grapevine.
shit too.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's tough.
Francis, do you get fucked up on the road?
No.
When I go with him, I sometimes do.
You force him?
No, he's got a pace that makes me want to rediscover a younger version of myself.
Yeah.
But also we set out on the night being like, we're gonna have some beers tonight, and then we have like 2 beers, and he's like, "What are you thinking, man?" But anytime someone drops the "What are you?"
Yeah, you can't drop that.
Yeah, it's like I want to go home.
I'm reading
It's
your
like
energy
I want to
too.
go home, but if you really
You're not
need
like-
if you desperately need another drink, we can go.
You're
to
not
a-
like chopping up lines on the toilet seat and
No.
like being like, "Come on, dude."
because I read your energy as soon as we walk in the building, and I go,
Mm.
"Yeah, it's gonna be one of those nights."
I don't know.
In bed by 11.
I think we've had St. Louis. We went after it a little.
St. Louis, we did.
We got after it. We also when we split the bill in terms of like the show, we know we don't have to do as much time. So I don't think either of us are as afraid of getting more drunk
Having the
before
extra
the
beer.
show.
Yeah.
And in the green room, we'll throw it back.
Yeah. Also, I'm kind of just like over the getting fucked up every weekend on the road.
Yeah. When we went to San Francisco, we went to an oyster place.
That was fun.
And I think I drank a bottle of wine, and he had a couple of beers.
Yeah.
And that was fun. That's what we do.
We've been doing the road. He's been going to bed midnight, 1 a.m., and then I've
Yeah.
just been getting fucked up by myself and discovering
Yeah.
Detroit and discovering Ontario,
wild.
California.
I go up and I go to bed, and then I see stories of Mook out drinking like pints of twisted tea.
Yeah.
That's
What the hell are you doing?
Philly guy.
I'll get after
Philly
it.
guy.
I've been doing what you do, Francis. I've been booking like the 7 a.m. flight home.
yeah.
Like I gotta get the fuck out of here.
I want to have
Ontario. I was like, if there's a 3 a.m.
We're trying to
flight,
catch
I'll
a
take
red
it.
eye.
Yeah, yeah.
L.A.
I was gonna take an Uber to LAX and
because otherwise you don't have a weekend
The next
whatsoever.
day is shot. Yeah.
It's just the whole day. You spend the whole day traveling home on Sunday, and you've worked all 7 days of the week, and I don't know. It just doesn't feel like a good life.
I
went
like
through
it.
this
I mean, I
phase
enjoy it.
Where between my divorce and Pat and the kid and having kids, but I went through this phase where I would travel by myself to different cities and do bar crawls like by myself, and like the night couldn't end until something happened.
Yeah.
Until like I
Meet a
found
person or
an
yeah.
adventure of some sort where I was either almost going to get murdered a little bit, or there was like a guy, or there was like I don't know, or I wound up at some cool house party with a cool group of people, but like the night couldn't end until I had found my way into some kind of interesting scenario.
Yeah, you're like on a
that
quest.
I was like, I would go on quests, kind of. I can't explain it. And then I would end, the next day. I'm like, oh wow, I made a bunch of friends last night, whatever. Or I shouldn't have done that. That was a little scary. Like I don't know, but something had to happen, and I miss those days sometimes.
Hey,
I miss.
The
I don't know.
The first time I ever saw you really throwing it back was in Philly. I think you
Yeah.
might have come to
Your
the
show.
that I had at Helium.
Yes. Yep.
And then afterwards, I went to a bar, and you were there. I think maybe we'd coordinated,
Yes.
and you were just drinking pitchers of Yingling from the pitcher.
Yes. Yeah.
And
Yep. I
that
remember
was
that.
pretty fun.
I took you to. I was like, we got to take this back alley, and there was a construction.
That's right.
We were climbing on the construction. I was like, come on, follow me. I know an alley.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like always had to find like something had to happen though, And I would always wander off from my friends if like nothing was happening and I was bored with the group. They said I was like the Yeti. They'd just see my shadow like leaving the bar and I was off into the night. And they're like, she's going to get into something. I don't know. Maybe that's alcoholism. Anyway, what's new with you guys?
Yeah, I don't know. I like.
Did we lose Mook? Did he just decide it wasn't?
Bathroom.
He had to go call his friends. He was like, hey, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry I missed all those bachelor parties.
But now that I've had like a big break in between like another big break, whenever there is, because especially if you're from a certain area, like the Philly area, not saying I love every wedding that I've been to, love all my friends, but they do kind of get the same. It does kind of get a Groundhog's Day, especially I'm from like a huge family. Like always a great time, but there's certain things that you're like, you know exactly what to expect, you know how it's going to go, blah, blah, blah. But now that there's been a gap, like all the weddings I went to in between, I was like ready to go. I was like ready to party again.
I just remembered last summer I went to one of my like college friends' weddings, and there was a heckler in the crowd. Like,
Oh.
so the groom's cousin invited her boyfriend who'd never met the family. This dude was hammered drunk and was just like, it's like, the groom's the shortest guy up there. And whenever the bride was about to walk down, he started yelling something, and it was just like, what? So a wedding heckler was a new thing for me. That was a new thing on the bingo
God.
card, and I loved it.
That is a
He
power
had a half-smoked cigarette dangling from his lips during the reception, which was like, blah, 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 talk. I loved it.
I was
It's kind of
reading
a
about
wild move to make. Like you can't really recover from that.
No, and he knew no one there.
Yeah, and he's like trying to enter the family.
And then at like the dancing part, he was like trying to dance the flower girl. Be like, I'm a good guy. I'm
Jesus
fun.
Christ.
Oh, he was wild.
I was reading about this guy in Australia who, long story short, I suck at retelling stories, but he befriended this guy who was dying, and the guy
Reinforcements
who was
just arrived.
dying was like, I want this story to be told at my funeral. This guy didn't know anybody else in that guy's life. He's like, can you stand up at my funeral and kind of like a heckler yell out this thing that I've always wanted to say to everyone, but that I couldn't. And it was like he was gay or something like that. It was like, and by the way, this is like his official decree from him. And he started getting hired by other people who knew they were, or who like, when I die, I want you to stand up and heckle this at my funeral, officially from me, from beyond the grave. And he makes like a ton of money doing it now. They're back.
Okay.
We gotta go again.
Really?
Oh.
No way.
Are you serious?
More Monkey Boy documentary.
Yes.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be
Where
good.
are you
Hop in.
Where are you coming from?
Studio in Brooklyn.
Oh, okay. So you weren't like flying or anything or traveling from.
No. We're just in studio in Brooklyn. What's up? How's the show going?
It's been going really
Really
fucking
great. I
good.
just retold a story that was great.
Sass is crushing it. We have been in stitches the whole time. We haven't stopped laughing.
I'm my
Uh,
best.
Sass isn't funny. I'm not. That's where you lost me.
Can you
Maybe.
give like an update on how it's going or anything, or is it all kind of under
It's
the?
all kind of I think we're gonna put out a trailer like later this week just to get
Fuck
people
yeah.
to go.
Oh shoot!
We'll see how it goes.
Is there a
Wow.
rough estimate on like a release date?
Um,
Probably be a while.
October.
We got a
You guys
lot-
gonna try and
lot
like
to
sell it
do.
to a network?
No.
Netflix, Hulu.
Talkies. One of the big three.
Yeah.
The Barstool store.
Yeah, dude. We got Barstool House.
Here's a game that I've been playing, Nick. If you stare at Mook's legs
Mm-hmm.
for about 8 seconds,
Mm.
and then you close your eyes,
You see the Pope?
you can still see them.
Look at those bad boys.
Come on, Mook, defend yourself.
Oh, I love my legs.
KB, while I got you here, let's
Great
talk.
legs.
Let's talk gym. Let's talk workouts. I'm back in. Harder.
You're
than
back in.
Where'd you get that ball?
You're not.
That's gonna kill someone.
Oh, God.
You have nice thick legs.
He has
though.
nice,
Yeah, you
thick,
do. I
Great
bet you can
calves.
squat,
creamy
But
legs.
you got good
It's
squats.
the best part of my body.
Yeah.
Everything else
Probably
sucks.
can't squat for shit.
I can't
though,
squat
which
for
is-
shit,
Makes
yeah.
it even
Really?
more embarrassing.
KB, what are you hitting these days? Because I'm kind of all over the map.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean?
Are you committed, or are you treating
committed,
it as
I'm
like
in.
a short-term challenge?
No, I'm back in.
Are you
Chicken and
sure?
rice. Made chicken and rice yesterday.
It's a challenge to you,
prepped.
and not a lifestyle change.
No, it's a lifestyle change.
Temporarily.
I had like 2 beers last night instead of getting blacked out.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I got to go to the gym tomorrow, guys. This isn't for me anymore.
And you went to the gym?
Today?
Yeah.
No, it's my off day. No, but I went yesterday and I went on Saturday. I'm going like every other day because I'm getting back into it and I'm too sore to go every day.
Yeah, you need a recovery day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. What are you doing at the gym?
A little treadmill to warm up.
Cut that out.
No, I have to. But because I'm so out of shape. 10 minutes on the treadmill, my shirt is see-through.
Why do you?
Why no treadmill, KB? Why no cardio?
You don't need to. If you're lifting, the goal is strength.
Yeah, but I'm just going to
Physique,
get the
you don't
heart.
need
Got to
that.
get the heart rate up. Yeah, you do. I do.
Doing
at
it for
least.
mental health or
Both. Just to like feel good about myself. you
yeah,
know what I mean?
then do the cardio. Yeah.
And then like I hit chest tries Saturday. Yesterday was back buys.
Yeah. Nice.
Are we ever gonna get
The
like
ruckus?
a reveal from you?
What do you mean a reveal?
Like a body
I've
reveal.
been waiting so patiently for any excuse.
I
or
would.
opportunity.
I mean, I'm not kidding. I would love to see you. Without a shirt on.
He's jacked out of his mind.
I know. I'm
Looks
excited
looks
about
like
it.
Christian Bale. And
Go ahead and pop that
You
top.
were just at the beach and you were pissed that there was nobody on the beach,
It
right?
was a dead beach.
Ah, damn.
That's nothing worse.
Mm-hmm.
When you have a rockin'
There's nothing
bod,
better.
No,
Yeah.
I
when you have an
love
awful
going there.
bod,
Yeah.
a dead beach is the best.
It's the best.
Yeah, we actually ferried to this. I love island towns that are like tiny.
Yeah.
And, like you can't get there by car.
Yeah.
To Ocracoke, if you guys ever heard of it.
Do they have wild horses?
Ah.
They do. They
Hmm.
do. But the town was cool. It was quaint. A lot of bars.
Where is that?
Nice.
The farthest point, southern tip of the Outer Banks.
Hmm.
Nice.
Oh shit! You were all the way down there.
Yeah.
That's
You walking around town shirtless?
No, not at all.
Walking to the bars, no shirt.
Unbuttoned
I didn't
Hawaiian?
go to the bar. No. Shirt on the whole time.
Even on the beach?
Not the beach. No.
Popped it off. You pop
Yeah.
it off or you rip it off?
Come on.
Rip.
I think he takes it off, but he crosses his arms.
Crosses his arms. I
Yeah.
know he
Yeah.
does.
He crosses. Yeah.
You oil up before you go.
Suntan lotion?
Just get a little glaze going. Healthy
Always oil up.
glaze.
Yeah, everyone should be putting on sunscreen on a daily basis to prevent skin cancer,
Mhm.
All right.
I do it.
right?
Mook used some of my sunscreen and look at him. Obviously it worked.
He's holding on for dear life in that chair.
Next to KB's tan, he does look very good.
Smook, are you back into kickboxing? Because you quit when we made fun of you.
Yeah, I'm back.
You did, and how's it going?
So what we did was we made fun of you behind your back because you weren't there to edit the podcast, and then we sent you the podcast. We're like, clip this time.
And then I spent 45 minutes clipping.
Yeah.
And you guys just called me a gay cat burglar.
Well, you walked up like this, like sneakily.
I was getting in my bag, dude. I was getting my mojo back. But
Why did you quit? I feel like you were really into
We
it.
made fun of him.
Yeah, I got
Like,
wrecked.
Well, you were wasting your money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to pay like a dismemberment fee.
Oh, moo.
Or like you're breaking your
that shit?
contract. yeah.
A dismemberment
insane.
fee.
They chop off your leg.
It's like
You
an
ever
extra
cancel-
thing you got to pay it in the movie Hostel.
Have you ever canceled a gym membership like recently?
No, I just wait
Oh.
for the fucking credit card
It's
to expire. It's
impossible
way
to
easier to do
cancel.
it that way.
I just
that is
canceled
nice.
my Philly membership, and
Yeah.
you had to apply to
Yeah.
cancel.
You have to like go in and be like, I need to cancel
I
it.
had to physically drive like 2.5
Yeah.
hours and go in.
They make it
back in the day,
impossible.
yeah.
Planet Fitness, you have to like get a letter from your governor.
Yeah. It was,
Local
A
Congress.
doctor's notice to why you can't work out.
I
anymore.
can't. If I don't go in the morning, it is packed with kids.
Yeah.
Kids.
Like children.
Like two Chinese kids were playing tag. Yesterday.
Yeah.
In the gym?
Yes, and I was. If you go after like 3 to the Canal Street one, that's what it.
Tag's a great workout. Good cardio.
It is a
And
great
these
workout, and the
these
gym is a perfect
teens
place
come
like
in
to-
groups of 6 and just take up one area. It's a nightmare.
Are they like high schoolers or like children?
They're like probably the cusp, like 9th, 8th grade.
Okay.
I had to spot a dude at the gym on Saturday. He was putting up 315 on bench.
Gee.
And I was like, dude, if this goes wrong, you got the wrong guy here to help you get this up.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a
so
nightmare.
I don't. I just have the Smith machine, which sucks.
Yeah.
I don't. I wouldn't want to have to get a spotter every time.
I like the Smith machine.
I love it.
It just makes you feel like you're not hurting yourself as much.
All right.
Yeah, you have like perfect form every time.
Quick question. Do you ever fill out an insurance form or sign up for insurance and it says accidental death or dismemberment?
Yeah.
Why do they still include dismemberment?
I feel like people lose fingers and stuff a lot.
Yeah.
Is that what it's referring
A
to?
lot
Yeah,
of people
probably.
lose
I've-
more than
I've-
you think.
I've never seen a full-bodied machinist.
Yeah.
Machinists
Yeah.
are always losing.
Yeah.
parts.
And they always were like, "Yeah, it was alright. It wasn't that bad."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I felt like if you end up accidental death, right, and then dismemberment to me, losing an arm, losing a leg, I don't know why those two things go, no pun intended, hand in hand.
Did this happen to you recently?
I was filling out some kind of insurance form.
I think it's such a grim box. Rather than having two grim boxes, they just
consolidated.
It's also, from what I recall, very inexpensive. I feel like it's like under $5 a pay period to get $500,000 of coverage for that, because it's extremely rare.
I have a buddy with no big toe.
No big toe?
Yeah, he ran it over with a mower.
I have a buddy who's missing these two, and he went to pull the grass out from under a lawnmower.
I feel like most of your buddies don't have most of their body parts.
You don't have
lawnmowers are dangerous. And my buddy's dad just lost his heel.
That is nasty.
Mm-hmm.
I run by them.
What does that mean?
On the hill.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
My buddy Sean, my old college roommate, his dad lost his heel.
You don't need the heel though.
He doesn't. He has his foot, but not his heel.
Yeah.
I guess you
Mower
can't
took his heel.
Can't really put that back on, I guess.
I have a phobia of mowers.
Mowers are scary, especially when you're mowing uphill.
Yeah.
Your buddy Sean, his dad lost his heel.
Yeah.
Didn't Sean lose his teeth?
Yes, in a basketball net.
This is a nightmare.
In a basketball
He
net?
lowered the basketball hoop to dunk, and he had buck teeth.
That is the worst thing that could happen to a kid.
Went to the hospital, came back, they were still in the net.
Oh.
Yikes.
Now he has two fake front teeth, but he couldn't get surgery, so when we were roommates, he had him in a retainer. Like his teeth were in a clear retainer, and then at bars and stuff, he would sneeze them out and catch them.
That's funny.
That's cool. Yeah, I like that.
Hell of a baller, Sean.
When I was in 8th grade, I was rollerblading, and I tried to jump in between a gap of the sidewalk to one side to the other.
Yeah.
And I made it, and then I slipped, and I was going as fast as I could. And I'm pretty good on the blades. You guys know that. So I was going probably 80 or 90 miles per hour, and I landed. And I wobbled out, landed on my knees, skid for 3 feet, was bleeding. My socks were stained in blood because of how much blood was coming out of my knees. And then I went to the nurse, got whatever, and then I went outside and I looked, and my skin was all on the sidewalk, smeared along the sidewalk.
You have a scar?
You can't really see it that well, but yeah, my knees are definitely scarred from that.
Not that bad. Can't see this.
Yeah.
It was worse than any injury you've ever experienced.
That is not even
yes,
close
it is.
to true.
Yeah, what was that? What happened to your
4.5 hours?
Had some really bad injuries.
What?
Your balls, KB?
What happened?
That was your friend who broke his ball on two separate occasions.
Broke his penis.
Twice.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Twice?
Rice?
Twice.
Once you break it once, it's probably easier.
But it was on the same day, 1 year apart.
How do you?
Wait, how do you break a penis?
Yeah.
I think
it has to be
more of a
hard.
strain.
It has to be hard, yeah. That is
But it's not a bone.
requirement.
No, but it's when you have a penis that is erect, and if a girl is on top, typically,
And it slips out, and then she
comes out,
plops
and then
down.
she comes down on it.
So how did you break his penis?
Oh, I didn't.
He was just there. He was at the same cabin, which in
I
Vermont,
heard
which is-
it.
Oh,
heard
did
the
he?
pop.
He screamed, obviously. Oh my
That's
God.
I actually heard.
disgusting.
Wait,
you were eavesdropping already. You had your ear up. You were, which is fine. I
was
love listening.
not.
to
Oh,
Can't
that.
was
imagine it
that
was that
loud.
loud. I guarantee
was
your
that
smart ass
loud.
was like, did that sound like a penis?
I thought someone was opening a bag of chips.
Oh my God.
Wait, did you guys just hear a penis break?
What do they do for that? There's nothing they can do.
You gotta
bad.
drain the penis, right?
They need
I think it
to.
stays hard when it breaks.
They took him to the hospital.
Oh, I think that's the Grey's Anatomy episode.
And they have to go in and they sew up the sheath from the inside.
Sheath.
And then he had a piss bag. He was peeing into a out of a catheter for a week.
As the girl, what do you do after you do that?
We called her Dick Breaker from that day forward.
That's also kind of cool.
Play on the phone game Brick Breaker.
I think it was something like from Game of Thrones.
Man.
Or just a simple
breaker of chains.
Did they stay
Air
together?
Dick Breaker, that kind of thing.
Did they stay together after that?
They weren't together.
Oh, okay.
I would
Oh,
sue the fuck out of her. Yeah. You better lawyer the fuck up.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm getting you for everything you've got.
Does he have permanent bruising, scarring?
Or a bent dick?
Or I would have PTSD.
I think he's
from
got
that.
like a nub. It's like a little bit of a nub.
Like his penis, or he has like a notch?
Right, I wouldn't-
On his penis, there's a bit of scarring that.
A tree ring.
Imagine they,
Adds a
That
little
might enhance the
Like
sexual
a knot,
experience.
like a knot in a tree.
ribbing,
Okay.
little ribbing.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Huh. I'll be damned.
imagine they sew it back together and you like lose inches.
That would
Just
suck.
cut it
They
off.
sew it too tight.
Yeah.
So many
That'd be
there men go for that penis elongating surgery.
Well, yeah, or you could just cut the top tendon. A lot of porn stars do that just so you hang lower. But it doesn't change the size, just the hang. From what I've
Oh.
That in an
I-
article.
Huh.
Huh.
An article you read?
Yeah.
I read that one.
But you saying guys
Good
are
read.
laymen are actually doing this? They're getting like penis lengthening surgery?
Yeah, I think it's like you get
You
like
know
two
people who've done
I
it?
don't
extenders
know
on the
anyone who
side.
would,
Admit
but
to
I
it.
would imagine that someone who had done it might not talk about
How
it.
does that even?
Right.
I think it hurts a lot.
I don't think
Yeah.
it's. I also don't
Yeah.
think it's successful very.
But yeah, the guys who have paid crazy money to get their body taller, they pretty much are paralyzed afterwards.
Not za.
Not za.
What?
I was actually thinking. Have I shown you guys the hole
Yeah,
in my shirt?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
Oh.
Good. Like the limb lengthening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, to straighten my bow legs. So I didn't go crazy with it. So that those problems arise if you try gain like 10 centimeters. I only did enough.
Yeah,
to
these
straighten
were
my
like
bow
guys trying to gain a lot.
I saw a guy trying to do like 4.5 inches. I
Yeah.
saw, and he was like in PT for like 4
The
years.
limp
Had to
like
relearn how to walk.
Yeah, like
Oh my
Women's
God.
fault.
way worse. Yeah, it is women's
Yeah.
fault.
Yeah.
It's
I
new.
like a tall guy. I don't know.
When'd you get that?
Over break.
Wow.
Ah.
Yeah.
Do you not like to draw attention to your tattoos?
No, but you did it.
Well,
I didn't see it.
Yeah. It's healing right now. Want to touch it?
no. But it's cool.
Thanks, man.
What is it?
It's from a book series,
Which?
Stormlight Archive.
Okay. What's the name of it?
This really doesn't matter at all.
Wanna hit
have
this
had
last-
a
someone
hard
wanna hit this
time
last ad?
Finding things to talk
Well,
about.
speaking of being too short, you don't have to go through all the pain of limb lengthening if you have Konzuri. I got the Short Kings covered with today's sponsor, Konzuri. Konzuri makes shoes that make you up to 2.8 inches taller without anyone knowing. Look, us girls get heels, makeup, push-up bras. Why can't men get a boost in confidence too? We're all the same height laying down anyways, if you know what I mean. Talking sexual intercourse there, probably. For a limited time, only our listeners get an extra 15% off your order with the code YAK at konzuri.com. The site is already 30% off, and with our code, you get an extra 15. That is 45% off your entire order. Support our show and check them out at konzuri.com and use the code YAK, pardon me, use the code YAK with a Y. I feel like that sounds a lot easier than all the surgeries. Not only do the shoes, Konzuri shoes, make you 2.8 inches taller, they're incredibly stylish and comfortable. They are not old man Velcro shoes. You're going to get compliments on these things. They have styles for every occasion, smart, casual, sporty, you name it. The height insoles are actually built into the shoe, so no one can tell you're getting a secret height boost. The brand is also hidden on the shoes and the packaging. Nobody's going to know. Life's short, but you don't have to be. It's time to level up the playing field, boys. Maybe update that dating profile to 6 feet. Konzuri is an absolute game changer when it comes to your dating life. On top of the 30% off on the site, our listeners get an exclusive 15% off discount at konzuri.com with the code YAK. 45% off your order. Use code YAK at konzuri.com, konzuri.com with code YAK. When I want to get high, I get with a guy wearing Konzuris.
That's right.
I tell you that much.
That's right.
Amen. Love
I'd run for president if I was an extra 2.8 inches taller.
Yeah.
Well, now you can be.
I'd have the confidence.
Who's our shortest president?
James Madison,
I knew.
Five
I
two.
know
you
the dude who died mad early. He was short too.
William Henry Harrison.
Yes.
See if they had been a few inches taller with Konzuris, they would have.
They were wearing little pilgrim shoes with little
You're
buckles
right.
on them.
Yeah,
Oh, so Abe Lincoln was the same height as Brandon Walker. I picture Abe Lincoln being like
completely
super
different
tall.
beliefs.
But
Yeah,
that's not even short.
One's a little less
Yeah.
racist.
Early 1800s, 5'4" was fine.
Yes, you're right. That was the.
You would have been a tall glass of water.
Oh my god.
You'd have played center. That'd be sick.
Women,
Sorry,
women,
Tommy.
women don't care.
And I've got a
Oh, no,
full cast.
Yeah, we got to
To
go.
Oh, really quick. Tommy told this joke earlier. Oh my God, it was so bad.
Yeah, that's
Right.
You didn't have to tell me that.
No, I had to. KB, when can you take your shirt off for us?
At the pool hall, maybe.
Oh.
If you beat me or something, I have to take my shirt
Whoa.
off. Yeah, I like to play again. That was fun.
That was fun.
Pool. Strip pool.
Can we just
Only
add
for
it to the
KB.
wheel? KB takes his shirt off.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
At this point,
You want to get like a
almost embarrassing at this point.
You'd want to do a
How
pump
ripped you
before?
are.
Yeah.
Pump. Yeah.
I'd get a pump before. Yeah.
You got to pump it.
Gotta
Okay.
stick to it.
Totally.
Where are you guys off to
Wanting to
now?
take
Where's
your
the
shirt
next location?
The doctor's office.
Doctor's office.
Oh, okay.
in Manhasset.
Oh, in Manhattan. Okay.
Wow.
Godspeed.
Fancy.
Safe travels.
God
It
bless.
has its fancy.
Yeah.
Joint physicals.
Nice.
Yeah.
Of course.
Bye, guys.
Of course.
Good luck.
Bye, guys. You'll be missed.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Should we spin the wheel?
Yeah, let's spin the wheel. No.
No, it's not gonna be what.
What is the name wheel?
It's just some wheel with all of our names, and it goes to a different wheel.
So then, like, say if it lands on my wheel, I have my own wheel with my own little things on it that could be for some good things, some bad things. I feel like it lands on TJ the most. I kind of forget what's on everyone's name wheels.
Yeah, I have no idea.
When's Rome get back? How long's he in
I
Africa?
don't think till next week.
Once the leopards are done migrating, he
Yeah.
can come back.
His trip looks awesome so far, though.
Then will
Yeah.
he
Been
return?
like
How
checking in on it.
How often do you go on a safari and you just see nothing? Doesn't that happen? Does that happen all the time?
I'm sure it happens.
I don't think so. I think
Just
you
so
see
much
I think
wildlife,
you
yeah.
see them every time. Well, the people who are out driving communicate, even from rival companies,
Yeah.
and they'll say, "Hey, we're with some cats. Come over here. This is where we are. Hey, we've got a cheetah. Blah blah blah."
Mm.
I don't think I'd want to be that close. I don't think I'd ever do that.
If you stay in the truck, you're fine, because the animals apparently think that the truck is one big animal.
Another animal.
They're not gonna fuck
They
with
see like the Terminator when they're looking at it.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think that would scare me at all.
I've been seeing a
Like
lot of
animals stuff,
videos from
Um,
like Yellowstone and stuff this year of people getting real close to the buffalo and stuff again, like
I've been
going
seeing
right
that
up to
too.
him.
Did you see that video of there was a guy taking pictures of a grizzly bear down by the
did see
water, and the grizzly bear just charges him, and the guy just acts big, and the grizzly bear backs off?
Yeah,
Biggest nuts on any human being on that guy.
I think
Yep,
the
Tinder
people were saying that grizzly bears, they do like a initial charge, like as like an intimidation thing.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then if they come back again, then they're actually. Gonna kill
I
you.
thought grizzly bears like just were straight up kill. Like they just
Yeah,
it's
they
like
are.
brown bears you can or whatever. Black bears you can lie down or
Yeah, black bears. No, black bears are the ones where you're supposed to, because they're like dogs. They get scared easily.
come around looking for your trash.
Yeah, my buddy's in Alaska right now. He's a fly fishing tour guide, and he's saying he's like, it's like a place where people pay. It's like rich people go and they go and he guides them on fly fishing, and he has to carry around a Glock 10, and then he has a shotgun in his room for bears, and they had to kill a black bear the other day, and he said it was
Oh,
like
shit.
devastating.
oh
Yeah,
shit.
and he sends me videos, and there's just black bears like walking outside of his cabin.
Wait,
And
so
he's in like a standalone cabin, like it's just a bed, it's tiny, and it's just him. And then there's like obviously there's like more people there
yeah, why'd they have to kill him?
because it was getting like way too close and
They were
getting
rolling
aggressive
up.
with everyone.
Black bear was rolling up.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, it's pretty nuts.
Oh.
But yeah, he's like he has no prior training with guns, and they just gave him a shotgun and a pistol.
There you go.
Yeah.
Damn.
Now he's like, when I go back to Denver, I'm gonna buy a Glock 10.
Now he wants like an arsenal.
Yeah, he said he wants one for when he goes fishing, which is probably smart because we've gone like hiking and fishing out like deep into like when we went to Wyoming, we did a 14-mile hike, and we were like we saw massive moose and like all sorts of shit, and we were like, dude, if everyone that we passed on the trail had guns or like bear spray or something.
Yeah.
And we were like, two of my buddies were wearing flip-flops. We're like, dude, if we get rolled up on by like a mountain lion or a bear, we're fucked.
Right.
Get taken out.
Yeah. I was carrying around a rock. So I was like, this is all we've got right now.
As I'm in this New Jersey, I follow all these different like New Jersey hiking groups, and it's called the Stairway to Heaven, but it's mostly just like a boardwalk through a swamp. It's part of the Appalachian Trail, but I take my son there all the time. I've been taking him there since he was like 7 months old, just me and him alone. And you're kind of out there. And somebody posted the other day like bears right next to, and I was like, whoops, maybe. And I haven't been like, now I carry spray, but before at first like I wasn't. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, even bear
Nature.
spray. I feel like that's what is that?
Pisses them
A
off.
0% chance that works. Yeah, it makes
yeah,
them
it just
angry.
makes
And I'm
them-
like, well, now I'm actually gonna kill you.
Yeah.
How much worse is bear spray from like human mace?
I don't know.
Probably. I think it sprays like 10 feet, which I think is.
They're way bigger.
Oh,
Yeah, they're
that's-
like
okay,
way
that's-
more.
Yeah.
But
I think even if you just had like a gun, you don't even have to. I think just like shooting it to scare them would probably do enough. Like a
I
black
feel like
bear.
it'd piss it off more.
Yeah.
What's that sound?
I mean, even like I think some people even carry like flare guns.
That'd be cool.
Like that would scare the fuck out of a bear if just a massive fucking firework shot out of them.
Yeah.
I'd like to kill a man with a flare gun. That'd be cool. If I was like in a movie.
It's like The Breakfast
Horror
Club, where, like,
movie
he
and it-
tries to kill himself with a.
how
flare
many
gun.
people in the U.S. get killed by flare guns? I bet at
Oh,
least
it just
like 5 a
bounces
year.
off his head.
Yeah.
Flare
He
gun.
went off in his locker, I think.
Yeah, he brings a flare gun to school
I just watched
to
that.
like kill himself.
yeah.
So this is Breakfast Club or Dead Poets
This
Society?
is Breakfast Club.
Oh yeah, Breakfast Club.
He has a flare gun in like a paper bag in his locker.
I don't remember those.
It is
Shoot up a
Need to
school
rewatch
with a flare
Breakfast
Yeah,
gun.
what a dumbass.
Let's spin that name wheel.
Oh yeah.
Spin it up. Oh.
It's just gonna result in you having to do something out of the office.
Yeah.
Prep for an episode.
I don't remember what I have left on it. I have like fun things like ice cream party.
Sounds awesome.
What are these things?
Butt quarters?
Butter Crocs. Oh yeah, you have to
Put
I feel s-
step in it.
you have to spend an episode wearing Crocs full of softened butter. I don't know why.
I think that's funny. What's butt quarters?
Butt quarters is a bar game I play with my cousins
Sounds like
and
a
my
roll
friends.
of quarters.
You gotta walk across the room with a quarter pinched between your beak cheeks and try and drop it into a cup.
Suck caucus?
I think we already landed on that, didn't we?
No. Your account either has to tweet out "suck cock US," or you have to stand up right now and go to
Blow
Penn
someone?
Station, take the train to Secaucus, and come back.
Oh.
I would just tweet.
Yeah, I just
Let's be
tweeted.
honest, I
Yeah,
just tweet.
Just tweet suck cock US.
Turtleneck week. We all have to wear turtlenecks all week.
that's awesome. That's just
Yeah.
It's a
key
tough
jobs.
one for right now.
Winemaker, somebody has to like stomp grapes in here during the episode till it gets to a certain amount of grape liquid. That was dumb too. I don't know what Laugh Sab is. I have no
I
idea.
think that's an acronym for whatever you asked me to put on it.
No clue. Let's spin it. Let's see. Fart eliminator. We can't leave the room till we all fart.
Oh.
So dumb. A winemaker. Okay.
All right.
That's dumb, but I was thinking like that I Love Lucy episode.
I was thinking of the grape stomping lady that falls on the
It falls in the thing.
Oh.
Do we actually? I'll have to think more on what that is actually. Oh, so now do we spin to see who has to do it? And then does anyone have to drink the juice? I don't know.
It's your rules. It's your wheel.
Yeah, I'm going to say spin 2 wheels. One person does the stomping. The other person has to drink the grape juice. Is that dumb? Is that juvenile?
Oh, I think
Let's do that. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna add.
Should it be should the stomper, should that come from the full employee wheel or should it come from just the yak?
Oh, just the yak.
Okay, just the yak. Yeah, I didn't really think that one through.
I feel like someone's got to enjoy it. Someone's got to.
Yeah, it might be a nice. I'll provide the grapes. All different kinds. Okay. Let's see.
TJ, get ready to be stomping.
I feel like TJ's feet aren't terrible.
Thanks.
Seems like a clean man.
Yeah,
An
he seems
eliminator or one off.
Just do one off.
one off. Yeah, one off is fine.
So this person has to do what?
They have to drink the wine you stomp. They have to drink
Fantastic.
the grape juice you stomp. Yeah. Okay.
Hey.
Aw. That's
All right.
that'll be fun.
This is probably karmic for the pet egg thing.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was
you get it
terrible.
landed on every single time.
I do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been having a tough streak with the wheel, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who won the pet
My
egg?
days of the wheel are coming to an end. That's gonna be a relief.
Nobody really
Having to
wins.
come in with planning to bring a change of clothes with me.
yeah.
No episodes where I'm gonna have to. Oh shit! Oh, today's the day I have to fucking
to do the cinnamon
do
challenge.
the cinnamon challenge
And have everyone get mad at you.
and have everyone get mad,
Yeah.
infuriated. People were so.
I
angry.
wish
Why were people so mad at you? Did you
were-
not do a big enough? I watched that.
I did it, and I
Yeah.
couldn't swallow it physically. And people were
Oh.
like, "You don't know how good you have it. You take your job for granted." I was like, "Dude,
Because I
gotta
thought
be
you were
fucking
joking, and then I looked,
insane.
and I was like, "Oh my god, people
Yeah.
are like."
I wish my
really
job was just
mad.
eating cinnamon.
yeah, you don't know how, and you half-ass it." I'm like, "Dude, what did you want me to do? Like, I tried. It is the most insane. Like, have you ever done it?
I've not. No.
It's such a weird feeling. It glues to like every crevice of your mouth,
Yeah.
and then it just like I didn't realize how much it was gonna burn, like burns your mouth.
Does it go all up your nose and?
No, I spit it out, but it was like hard to even get out of my mouth.
People die doing that challenge. I think they like
Yeah.
choke. They choke.
Even with like water, I think drinking water with it in my mouth would have made it like worse if I tried to swallow it.
Wasn't a certain amount
turn
of
into, like,
cinnamon
a
poisonous
solid.
or something too?
I'm
Like if
not
you're eating
sure.
too much cinnamon, I don't know, making that
I've
up.
seen people getting hurt doing that. Yeah.
Nick said that that what you're supposed to do is just keep it in your mouth and then it turns into a solid and then you chew it and then
Oh.
it's pretty disgusting.
Yeah.
It's foul. What else? What else do we got?
I don't know. Isn't that it? That seems like the
I think
I don't know. I got
You
nothing
guys
else
have
to
to
do.
get to a certain amount of time on the show.
no.
It's usually just has to be an hour.
Normally people are mad if it's too short, but that's if Nick and KB and Big Cat are here. I
Yeah.
don't know if they're gonna be that mad if we end it. Might be merciful.
I think they were begging us to end it whenever they left. They're like, "Oh God,
Yeah.
All right, we can end it. I'm fine with anything.
Let's do it.
Okay.
let's
Alright.
not leave until we all get." I don't know. I got nothing.
All right. Thank you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Bye.
Happy birthday to Vincenzo's son Massimo and Joel and Sammy, who I missed yesterday. And shout out to John's friend Molly. Goodbye.